So, Michael's gonna have 5 minutes, and if he's not here by then, we will start without him. Cliff can sort of wander off, and then he'll reconvene with the group when he gets back.
Okay.
I didn't I set the thing? I set the title.
Wait, everything looks fine.
It should say Rock Up the Week Prologue 2.
Yes.
Happy Thanksgiving, Clover.
It does say Rock Up the Week Prologue too.
Okay. It's just the stream elements one said Prologue 1. So, I updated it after, I guess. I should probably pull up my notes for the game. That would help. Because Enzo's name, like Enzo's full proper name, was so hard to read with Arial, I switched the notes to be Times New Roman, and I'm kind of digging it. It's got a bit more of the gothic vibe.
Honestly, I can see it. You should use that more often for this game.
Yeah, it's just for my notes. Like none of you guys can see this stuff.
Well, yeah, but it gets you in the mood, you know?
Yeah.
Right. I have to do. There we go.
Nice, nice. Josh, make sure you're in the Roll20.
Yeah, I'm joining right now. I just have to sign in again.
Okay. Oh. All right. It is time.
Oh.
All right. So, as you guys are exploring the halls, Cliff sort of wanders off for now. We'll put him on the GM layer. Oh yeah, Gary, make sure to set your as token in the chat.
My what?
Your in the chat, remember the little box under there that says set your thing as this character?
Oh.
Yeah. All right. So you guys have recently had an altercation with the monster. You guys have reconvened as a group and sort of taken a minute to collect yourselves and realize that Cliff's device is missing. The superheating device that will allow you guys to actually take out the monster.
Mm.
Once
So,
you've
oh, sorry. Continue.
no, you continue first.
No. I basically didn't have anything to say, so continue.
Essentially, what I was gonna say is just once you guys have collected yourselves, what do you decide to do? How do you intend to proceed?
Well, first, Enzo needs to make a call. So
Alright.
he's probably gonna try and find the office or the reception desk or something.
Okay. He'll be able to access that from like leaving this sort of basement facility. There you are.
Here I am.
I'll put you
There
back
he
on
is.
the token layer. Alright, so Enzo's going back upstairs to find the office. You do find the office. The door is locked, and there appears to be no one inside or around even.
Huh. Simple fix. I assume this door has a window.
You would assume correctly. It's got little blinds, but you can still see that there's nothing like moving around back there.
He's gonna take the butt of his Lupar and smash the window open to reach his hand in and unlock it.
Alright, roll act under pressure.
Okay. Act under Where do I find that?
So act under pressure is rolling plus cool.
If you scroll up, Hunter move references, then there's Act Under Pressure.
Hunter move reference?
Yeah.
Up at the top there.
Ah, there we go.
Alright. On a partial success, you break open the window and you're able to unlock it from inside. You hear some panicking from further down one of the halls. You only have a certain amount of time before some more people come by and catch what you're doing.
Sorry, dropped some supplies. I'll clean it up.
Honestly, I feel like that's not even I feel like that's not even a roll. All right. So you get in there and you start making a call. Who do you call?
The Dawn, of course.
All right. And what are you inquiring about?
I'm just trying to inform him of the body I found. Just because, want to want him to stay in the loop, make sure if the other family said, "Hey, I say we had no involvement."
Yeah, I'm not gonna do an accent, but he says, thank you for helping us to cover our tracks as always.
Always loyal, you know me.
All right.
Now that little situation is sorted, back to work.
All right. Once you regroup with the rest of once you regroup with the rest of these folks, how do you intend to proceed?
Okay, so Kava,
Okay.
where did you last lose the thing?
Uh, didn't it go? Asking our character, didn't it go back into the vent?
Yeah. So the monster attacked Enzo and Cliff, and it was Cliff's device that
Oh,
was
Cliff.
taken.
Oh, sorry.
You saw them.
Sorry.
You saw the monster. You saw the monster take it a few minutes ago.
Okay, so let's go back to the scene of the crime, quote unquote,
All
and
right.
see what we can pick up.
Sure. So the room that you guys are in, it's the one with the catwalk that connects to the staircase room. That's sort of where the entire scuffle took place. It seems like there's on the catwalk is the empty wrapper of licorice that uh, seems to be just like blowing around occasionally with the air passing through the vents.
Hmm.
Serious question: is it good licorice or black licorice?
It's the ones that it's the ones that have like the different colors, that the ones that kind of look like wires that have the like the
Oh shit, those
colored,
are really good.
yeah, the colored wrapping with the little white uh the white candy inside. However, the package is empty. It seems like this creature devoured it whole.
I'm staring at the opened vent, and I'm thinking maybe I should just call the agency and ask for another one.
You think we have time?
Yeah, you're right. But I don't want to fucking go in the vents. It's probably like nesting in the vents.
Eh, maybe if we lured it out and someone else had went in.
First things first, we need boiling water. Can I grab the wrapper that licorice was in?
Mhm.
Well, at least we know what to use for bait, and I wave the wrapper around. We get more of this, lead it out. That's a good start.
I was thinking the same thing, actually.
Thank
Okay.
God. I was worried I would have to use my Skittles.
You have Skittles?
Do you not have Skittles?
No, Gary.
Never mind.
It pays to be prepared.
And
Actually, wait. Let me check something. Do you still grab one of your sleeves and I like hold it open I like to imagine like just a bunch of Skittles like start pouring out of your sleeve on the big guy. Yeah.
My Skittles sleeve.
Told you, man. Use one of your pockets. This is weird.
You see, some of the
That's
Skittles
where I
are
put the Twix.
some of the Skittles are like landing on the catwalk, and some of them are bouncing off the catwalk through the little grated area and falling below.
You made me waste Skittles.
You need to stop putting Skittles in your sleeves.
He'll buy you more. Now let's just get to work.
They don't have the budget for that.
I honestly would have expected him to be dropping butterscotch.
That's right, I don't. I've been to the break room and I've been in the mixing room. Did I see like any stoves?
Hmm. I don't know if they'd have. Wait, hold up. In the break room, they have a microwave.
Can you boil water with a microwave?
Yes.
It's difficult.
But possible.
Take some time.
If
I
you
guess that
take out the limiter.
what limiter? What limiter?
Yeah, microwaves have limiter.
You
can
have
bur-
3 microwaves and you don't know that?
First of all, you can burn shit in a microwave just as well with the limiter still on. Second of all, Gary, my microwaves are none of your business.
You think coffee would work?
If it's hot and liquid, then maybe.
Do you think they'd have hot coffee in the break room?
Do I see a coffee maker in the break room?
I imagine they would have a coffee maker.
Yeah, they'd have a coffee maker.
Oh shit!
Now we just need a bucket.
Walk up to the coffee maker, take the. I assume it's like one of those ones where it's like the pitcher's in there. I fill up the pitcher with water and I start to just boil it.
I don't
Okay,
know.
so you boil an entire pitcher of water. Got it.
Or at least start the boiling process. I wait for it to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, just as well. Probably crap coffee anyway.
So now you have a pitcher of hot water.
Damn, this thing boiling fast. I'm gonna keep it there. I think if I carry it around with me, it's gonna like. I'm not very good at kicking ass, so I don't know if I should use it like that. B, I think just leaving it on the heat would be better.
Yeah, because the heat will fade over time.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so here's my plan. Kava, old man. Kava, Hampton, old man. You lure out the monster with candy. Meanwhile, I'll take one for the team and go into the vent. Wouldn't be the first vent I crawled through.
Why are you going into the vent?
So you don't get your suits dirty. Now don't question me.
Isn't the point of the candy to bait the monster out?
Yeah, so we can get the device.
Enzo, the device's only purpose is to kill the monster by making the water boil. And if I already have water boiling, then actually I don't know how much of this I need to like. I don't know how much I'll need to fucking kill it. So
How big was the monster?
how big was the monster?
I think I remember it being like the size of a porcupine.
So it's about the size of like an adult tiger.
Big
That's not a
porcupine.
porcupine.
Oh my god! I thought it was
That's a
like the size
big
of
ass porcupine.
I thought it was the size of a big dog. I did
I
not.
thought I was hearing like big spider when we last talked about this.
It's roughly the size of an adult tiger.
I
If you recall, its legs sort of bend in a weird, unnatural way, which is why I'm assuming spider imagery came to mind.
Got it.
The the rough shape of the body leads you to suggest it's something wolf-like, um, with like the long spines at the back. But at the same time, the geometry of its body is a bit unnatural, too much so to identify it by any wolf species. When it went into the vent, it seemed to squeeze in the same way that like a cat does when it's squeezing through a narrow space.
I was imagining more an octopus, but okay.
How about we lead it to just under the catwalk, and then once it's occupied with whatever amount of candy or whatever, someone on the catwalk can dump the hot water on.
We may need a lot more hot water.
Yeah,
Well, I think it's a good plan. I'm glad I thought of it.
yeah, totally.
Do we have a way to transport hot water that won't make it get too cold by the time we get to the catwalk?
It should be fine. Like the catwalk from the break room is not far.
Yeah,
If I
like
recall
the water will
correctly, she's
retain
down
heat.
the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah,
The water
water
will retain heat.
retains heat pretty well.
Yeah. All right, so that's your plan of action.
That's at least my recommendation.
Enzo, you still got to go in the vents to try and get the thingy back.
Well, he did make a point into that we don't need the thingy. So if we don't need the thingy, I'm not too dirty in my good suit.
You also do know I can just walk through walls, right?
Yeah, but the device can't.
Yeah, I could get to it, see if it's there, and then quickly get the fuck out.
That's actually fantastic. Should have said that earlier. Yes, I would love it if you did that.
It's funny to see you guys just try to figure things out.
Eat shit.
I like this guy.
Of course you do. You're the one turning into a ghost.
Half ghost. I'm still working on the rest of it.
All right, so
Alright.
Arthur, you're taking action first.
To be
Uh,
fair, I could fill out the other half.
I don't know if you can.
I'd rather neither of you get me fully ghost. I am fine how I am.
I no longer like this man.
But I was thinking that set whatever lure, and then once we know that it's going after whatever the lure is, then I will go into the vents and find it.
Okay.
So that I'm not going in and risking my ass just for something that I can't even guarantee.
Okay.
Are we still banking on the hot water thing? Like with the boiling water and the catwalk? Do we need
Well,
the
that's
device
plan
for
A.
that?
If that plan fucks up, if we miss with the water, or if it's not enough water, having something to heat up more water faster and have it be more portable would be great.
Do plan
you-
A, and I am setting up plan B.
All right.
All right.
I would like to
Hmm?
I would like to check around like whatever admin area or something to see to look for like mechanical documents to see the layout of the vents.
Mm.
and then
Let me see
kind
if
of
there's.
yeah.
Because my first instinct is that might be investigate a mystery, but at the same time, investigate a mystery is typically for understanding the monster.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well,
there's stuff
then
about locations in the book.
because like I'm thinking like once I get that, then try to like figure out what the most optimal spot for a nest would be.
Right. So I guess that would be sort of the question of where did it go of
Yeah.
investigate a mystery.
Yeah.
All right. Roll that then.
Okay. So it's just that. No forward, right? Yeah.
No, I don't think you'd have any forward. But you get a full success anyway. So you get to ask, I think it's 2 questions, or was it 3?
2
2 questions. All right.
with a 10. All right. So yeah, where
All
did
right.
it go?
So when you're looking at the vents, you can see that when you're looking at the diagram on the vents, you can see that there seems to be a space that isn't it isn't written as anything on the documents, but it seems like that space is rather suspicious in the sense that there's other rooms around it, but room there's no room where it is. But it's a pretty large space to be taken up by absolutely nothing.
Interesting. Okay.
It seems like one of the vents shouldn't even exist were it not to be carrying air over to that spot. And it appears to be down on the second basement floor.
Second basement? Okay.
Because if you look at like an elevator, you're currently the rest of your friends you guys all saw the monster on B1. This would be B2.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Hmm. I guess. Guess also ask what was it going to do in terms of like where it would go to get to the lore fastest, like in the vents.
Okay. So you would be able to tell that there's vents on this floor, but there's also vents on the lower floor below the catwalk. It would probably go through one of the vents on the lower floor to get to the lure fastest if you're putting it just directly under the catwalk.
Okay. All right. So going over all of the documents, I'd say place whatever candy pile or whatever right below the catwalk. I'm gonna go through the wall and find this nest area, if that's actually what it is, but seems to be likely. grab it, and then I will go the opposite direction of its fastest route, if possible. And
Yeah,
if
you'll
plan
be
A
able
doesn't
to.
work, then we'll have plan B set up.
You'll be able to use +1 forward when you're navigating through the vents because you took the extra time to do this.
Sick.
All right.
Got a
So
plan? Sound like we got a plan?
Mm-hmm.
sounds good. Who dumps out the candy?
Gary, you do it.
I'll do it.
All right.
Just don't eat any of it.
No promises.
Gary, don't eat a lot of it. You will get sick again.
I'm already sick, and I grind on my skateboard across the catwalk.
Damn.
You grind on your skateboard across the catwalk, and
Yes,
Skittles
yes.
fall loose from your sleeves. You you hear some of the same sniffing and snarling that was happening before. As the monster starts to get closer to the bait.
I grab the coffee pot and get ready. I'm still doing that, right?
Yeah.
That is plan A.
Good.
All right. And once it gets within range, it starts chowing down on some of the Skittles.
All right, I'm gonna walk through the walls and get to the room.
All right. Act under pressure with +1.
And under pressure, +1. 9.
On a 9, you're able to navigate to that room. However, once you get through one of the walls of the room, you can tell that there seems to be this strange mass of, like, not necessarily liquid, but not necessarily solid candy either. It seems to be sort of lumped in the center of the room. It has various gizmos and gadgets sort of sticking out of it, as well as just some random junk and debris that you might be able to find elsewhere around the laboratory. As soon as you enter this place, though, you start to feel strange, like something is like there's some property about this room that's not necessarily trying to force you out or like directly harm you, but it does feel uncomfortable enough that you might start to take harm if you stay here for too long.
I'm just gonna find the heating element, whatever it was, and get out as fast as I can.
All right. Act under pressure again.
Pressure. No forward. Throw.
Hmm.
All right. You get in there and you start digging through some of the candy.
Experience.
Yay, Merc experience. So you start digging through some of the candy, and as you're doing this, it feels like your form is sort of warping and flickering. When eventually you dig through and your hand strikes across this tube of some sort. that has some sort of green chemical in it, and when your hand touches it, you take 1 harm. As your hand just sort of warps into the. If you've ever seen the anime Parasite, or like the, or the, at
Are
least
you
the
seriously asking me if I've seen an anime?
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Your hand, uh, your fingers sort of twist and contort into odd coral-like structures, and seem to like very quickly develop like eyes, that like fall out back into the goop, and you experience like a sharp like pain as if you had broken a bone, which you probably have in your boxing career, but nothing this. Actually, no. You probably also felt worse too, but it's definitely not the kind of sensation you want to experience too many more times.
What the actual fuck, Cliff?
The next thing that
Okay.
the next thing that you notice is that there are some what almost look like small people,
Oh,
that uh, that seem to be peeking out from behind this little barricade that they've constructed out of like tattered sheets and uh, like office desks, and they sort of speak in some garbled language that you can't understand, and they appear to be holding. They appear to be holding some kind of gun, but you're not exactly sure what it is. But they're
you
pointing it
roboted
at
it
you.
out. What are they holding?
They're holding some kind of gun. You're not
Oh,
exactly
shit.
sure what it is. You're not exactly sure like what kind it is from this distance. But they are pointing them at you.
What a time to cut out. They're holding a, what was that? A gun. Oh shit.
What do you do? Actually, you know what? We're gonna cut back to the rest of the group
Yeah.
real quick.
What a cliffhanger. What a...
Yeah. So the rest of you see this monster just like chowing down on some of the candy. One of you is going to need to roll to kick some ass.
It's gotta be me. I'm the one that has the pod.
All right. Roll plus tough.
I swear to God, if you fail.
If I fail, I got a plan. Don't worry.
The secret plan C for Cliff.
Mixed success.
I'm gonna mark one of my lucks. I'm marking luck, and I want this to be a 12.
All right. On a 12, you catch this thing off guard. The hot water pours down and it scalds some of its spines. A few of them even fall out as it like shakes wildly to get it to fall off. It seems to have on top of dealing 2 harm, the water is going to expose a weak point temporarily. It seems like more spines are starting to grow back, but at the moment it seems to have a weak point.
Well then, Enzo's gonna take this time to act, take out his assault rifle, and time to kick some ass.
All right.
Man, they give you fun toys at the family, don't they?
Let me
Make it a
let me use this track instead. All right, let's use those fun toys.
Ooh.
Hey,
An 11. All right, how much harm does the weapon deal?
3 harm.
3 harm. And then on a full success, you get some other effects, right?
Do I?
Hold on. I realized I was supposed to do this for both of you guys. Let me just pull up
Wait.
I was supposed to do this for
Was
both of you
he-
guys, actually. Hold up, let me
Was
find
he
it.
unsuspecting?
Well, I don't think he was expecting any of this.
So assassin kicks in then, which adds a +2 harm.
Oh my god.
Oh, hell yeah. All right, let me take a look
Plan A is working out really well. God damn.
Let me take a look at... Where's the basic moves again? Kick some ass. All right. So both of you are supposed to pick from these, actually. So on a 10 plus, you choose one extra effect. You gain the advantage, take +1 forward, or give +1 forward to another hunter. You inflict terrible harm, +1 harm. You suffer less harm, which is -1 harm. Or you force them where you want them.
I'll take a +1 forward
All
if I
right.
still get that.
Yeah. How about you, Enzo?
You know what? I'll do the same.
All right.
So that makes it 6 harm then.
Oh my god.
You taking the forward or the do terrible harm?
Oh, to do terrible harm.
Okay. So you're doing terrible harm. Cliff is taking +1 forward to his next thing.
Right.
So your thing deals, what's it, like 5?
5
5
plus
plus
2
1.
from the +1 from the terrible harm.
Yeah.
And then you had the assassin thing. What was that?
+2.
Yeah, that's...
So assault rifle is +3 harm, assassin is +2, and the terrible harm is +1.
Yeah.
I can do math. So that's 6 altogether.
6 altogether. Altogether, we've done 8 damage to this thing.
By default, when a hunter kicks ass, both sides inflict harm as established. The hunter with their weapon and their enemy with theirs. The precise amount of harm that's traded will depend on what's happening in the moment.
Welcome to the pharmacy, motherfucker.
Okay. So the next thing that this creature will do is it's going to grip onto some of the walls and start climbing back up towards you guys. It is the weak point is still exposed, but it's closing fast.
I think now, can I take a chance to shoot at it while it's climbing up the wall?
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna use my
But
submachine
before
gun.
what's Gary doing?
Oh yeah.
If we're out of water, then Are we out of water already?
Yeah.
Begun
Yeah. I
to go?
poured it all down.
I'll probably go get some more then.
All right. So you're going to...
How far, is that? Is
Oh,
that like...
which way is the creature climbing up from? Is it climbing up from the From the like side that has the entrance that leads to the break room, or the other side?
I thought the break room was on our level.
So
No, but we're on a catwalk, and the catwalk leads to two places. It leads to like a staircase that leads up to the break room, and then it leads to like a place with hallways.
yeah, it's coming up closer to you guys.
I don't know where we are. I
You guys
pictured
are
us
on
like
the
the middle
catwalk.
of
you guys
the-
are on the break room
yeah.
side.
Okay, break room side.
Yeah, I'm doubling back and gonna grab some more coffee.
So yeah, so it's climbing back up on the side of the wall as Gary's leaving to pick up the thing. It's gonna it is bearing its spines at you guys, and it's sort of pointing and almost aiming them. What do you do?
Submachine gun spray and pray.
All right, kick some ass.
I have one forward. I'm going to use that. Mixed, of course it is.
All right. On a 9, you're gonna deal your weapons harm to it, which is how much?
3.
All right. So it takes 3 harm, but it's going to subtract one of them from the armor.
I think not the weak point doesn't like do anything.
Yeah. So basically, the monster has a certain amount of armor, and when you expose the weak point, that took the armor down to 0. Now the armor is climbing back up.
Oh, it's climbing. Okay.
Or sorry, the armor is like sort of reforming after the initial harm was dealt. After the
I
initial
get it. So it was
one.
0 when Enzo shot it, but now that it's recharged a bit, it's 1 when I'm shooting it. I get it.
Yeah.
So that's 2 harm.
Because you dealt 2 harm. You dealt 2 harm with the water, and now you're dealing 2 harm with the with your gun.
It's also going to hurt me now, though, isn't it?
Yep. It's gonna shoot out. It's gonna shoot out spines at you, and it's also shooting one at Enzo. Enzo, what do you do?
He's gonna try and dodge, of course.
All right. Act under pressure, unless you were also trying to like just fire straight at him as well. Like the second time.
Mhm.
As for Cliff, you just straight up take 2 harm as
It-
one of the spines rams into you.
I take 1 harm because I have a flag vest on, right?
Yes.
Thank God I brought that.
So treat that as a regular success. So yeah.
All right. You managed to hide behind one of the what's it called? The railings of the catwalk, where the spine just pierces through one of the corners. You are unharmed.
Barely missed my head.
Pretty much. All right.
Fucking cocksucker!
More of its spines start to replenish. What do you do?
Oh, gonna fire from cover.
All right. So technically, this isn't cover. It's just
Oh.
like the. It's
Edgar,
just
real
like
quick.
the railings
be
are
back.
like these bars. Sorry, the railings are basically like.
I'm
iron
trying to add
bars.
flavor, okay?
Yeah. So if you wanted to fire from cover, you'd have to go behind one of the doors.
How close is it?
One of them is about 15 feet from you. The other one's 20. Because you're roughly in the middle of the catwalk, I'm assuming, right now.
Can I run to it while I'm firing?
Sure.
So would that count as kick some ass or act under pressure?
That would be kick some ass because it is trying to exchange blows with you right now.
Okay. Ooh.
All right.
I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back.
So here's what's happening. Enzo is firing at it while he's like trying to run behind cover. In the midst of this, the creature is going to turn sort of to its side. The bullets bounce off of the spines that weren't exposed by the weak point, and it's going to shoot its tongue out, which wraps around Enzo's neck, and it slams him into the bars of the catwalk. It seems like it's currently trying to now pull him down into the floor below.
I guess I rushed forward and I cut the tongue with my knife. I tried to anyway.
Enzo, take 1 harm. And Cliff, once we cut back to you, we're gonna have you roll to kick some ass. But before that,
Okay.
we're gonna cut back to Arthur. Arthur, these creatures have these very small people have guns trained on you. While you're in the middle of this mass, what do you do?
I am just going to slowly move my hands up above my head, kind of just like showing I have nothing. I'm not trying to hurt you. And I'll say, not here to hurt you, just trying to find something to get rid of that candy beast thing.
This typically this would be manipulate someone. But as you're talking to these creatures, it doesn't seem like they're human. They speak something to each other in their garbled language, and then they start yelling something at you in that garbled language that you can't understand.
Oh, great.
Already getting helped out by Smurfs.
I swear, if I get fucking ganked by Smurfs, this is gonna be fucked.
All this Willy Wonka ass bullshit.
Oh my god, are they Oompa Loompas? That'd be so fucking funny.
I'm just gonna say I don't understand you, and while I'm saying that, my eyes are darting around looking for the heating element that Cliff had.
Okay, let me just double check in case this is read a bad situation or if that's just act under pressure.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say this is read a bad situation. And if you ask what's most vulnerable to me, that's gonna be you being able to find the device.
Okay. 0, 9. So yeah, that's a 1 hold, and yeah, I'll do that.
All right, on a 9, you grab the device, and they start opening fire, but it doesn't reach you directly. It's like in like a film when someone's like firing a Gatling gun, and it's just like it's just striking a bunch of the terrain as it's like slowly being pushed up by the recoil towards the target. It's basically that, so you have time to get out of the way or exchange blows or do whatever.
I'm just gonna try and make a break for the escape route that I was going to use.
All right, act under pressure with +1.
Fuck.
Uh,
Experience.
You are not good under pressure, huh? Damn.
No. I have a cool of -1.
that's surprising. It's
You're so
I-
lame.
I have weird and tough. That's why I've got
0 Riz.
exactly.
All right. So these creatures strike you with some of their bullets. Although they don't really seem to be bullets, it seems more like a combination of sugar and rock salt.
Oh, you.
they're hitting you with
Sports is
riot
that?
gear. Does salt hurt you more because you're a ghost?
Yeah, that's what I was
Yes.
thinking.
Oh, that's yeah. You're an asshole, Devin.
That's too bad.
So so base harm of these weapons is 2. I
Oh,
believe
so I
it's-
take 3. Cool.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And they start moving in closer. As they get closer, you see that they don't appear to have like human facial features, because from the looks of it, these creatures seem like they are very large Sour Patch Kids. One of them has even got an eye patch.
fucking knew it.
This place
I
sucks.
fucking knew it.
All right, Gary. You are coming back down the staircase. However, it seems like the staircase is different than when you had last entered it.
He cut out.
Oh, am I back? Hello?
Yes.
It's different
Okay.
from what I remember it.
Yeah, the staircase is a bit different from you remember it. It's the exact same shape, but the texture feels different. It seems like there's some sort of like slippery goop or slime on it. What do you do?
Oh god, only one way down, I guess. Weren't we on the catwalk earlier?
Yeah, but in order to get back up to grab the water, you had to go up the stairs, boil the
Okay, so
water,
break
come
room.
back
Okay.
down.
I thought the break room was down the stairs. So the break room was up the stairs?
No,
Upstairs, yeah.
the break room is
Okay,
upstairs.
Got it. All right.
Yeah, so the break room is upstairs. You went up, boiled the water, came back down.
Coming back down anyways.
Yeah, you're coming back down, and the staircase is now slippery.
Well, it's just only one way down.
I act under pressure.
So is I've read about this sort of thing move like always when I act under pressure, or is that just when I activate the move?
What does the text for that move say?
Roll plus sharp instead of plus cool when you act under pressure.
I think that's always then.
Okay.
What
I
technique
will-
have you read about for like walking on slippery stairs?
Well, you see, I've watched a lot of Scooby-Doo in my time, and sometimes there's oil on the stairs, and they do that sort of circular running motion in midair as they're going down. They tend to fall anyways, but I think I can do it better than some cartoons.
Nice.
I was really hoping you would do like a Baki the Grappler thing and go like
Absolutely not.
in 1889, a British explorer went to Antarctica. There, he discovered a new technique to not fall in the ice.
I'm not referencing Gut Baki with this fucking character, dude. It's just not Baki.
Not exactly
refuse-
Baki. It's like the style of that.
this is not. I'm not Yujiro Hanma, dude, trying to kill. Like, dude, he would have handled this by now.
I wish Yujiro Han was here.
I'm so fucking glad he's not.
But yeah, again,
Anyways,
anything
going
back
down
to
the
Yeah, sure.
yeah. No forward. Oh, I cannot do it better than cartoons.
Crazy. The thing you saw in a cartoon didn't work in real life. Fuck, man.
All right. So here's how I'm gonna roll this. So you slip and and as you're falling, you drop the kettle, but it doesn't hit the ground immediately. Cliff, you see Enzo, the tongue wrapped around his neck and slamming him into the bars. You also see the kettle to the other side of you, just falling, with no hands attached to it. What do you do?
We can boil more water later. I gotta cut the tongue off of Enzo.
All right. What are you hitting it with?
I assumed the tongue was just sort of wrapped around his throat. I was just gonna like cut it. Oh, my knife. I have a knife on me.
Okay.
I have a big knife.
Roll to. This isn't kick some ass, actually. This is
Helping out.
Can I do
defend
help?
someone, I think. Well, defense
Can
is
I-
different.
Protect someone.
Can I do
Protect
help?
someone.
Can I do help someone escape? I'm helping him escape from the tongue.
For where's the move? So help out is helping another hunter with a move they are making.
Help? No,
Uh,
I have me, the professional. I have a move called Leave No One Behind.
Mm.
I can help someone escape. Roll plus sharp.
All right. Yeah, that definitely falls under that move.
Cool. I'm rolling it. Better chances than tough. Please actually work.
No.
Nice. You cut this thing's tongue, and the tongue just like snaps back into its mouth.
Snap back to reality.
Fuck it.
The
I like people giving me tongue, but this is not what I had in mind.
Oh my god! Save it for stand-up night. What the fuck?
the kettle cracks onto the ground, and water starts leaking out the side of it. When the creature hears that sound and it seems to turn to look at the kettle, it seems to notice the steam rising, and it's going to crawl back down and scurry back into one of the vents.
Oh shit.
Oh shit! Carver's in there.
Oh shit, Kava's in there.
So?
What do you mean? So it's gonna go back in there. Carver's in there. What if it gets him?
I mean, he's already pot ghost.
Part ghost. It don't be full ghost.
I have no interest in
Fine,
a
you
candy
bleeding
ghost.
pots.
I should have let you get choked out. I'm realizing that now.
Oh, geez. The mobster doesn't have a conscience. Big surprise.
All right,
I feel like that's more of a you thing.
Arthur, your escape has been prevented by a sudden jolt of pain through your leg, as these uh, as these rock salt sugar bullets have gone through it. Uh, they're the Sour Patch Crooks have been approaching slowly, their weapons drawn. What do you do?
At Crooks.
So it stopped my escape like completely, right? I can't try to continue it.
Well, it's more a thing of if you want to try to continue the escape, you'll have to make some sort of diversion.
Hmm. How close am I to my escape route?
The vent that you came through to get there is sort of just above you.
Oh fuck, it's above. Where is the was that green vial? The vial of green whatever it was, is that nearby?
It's back in the pile of not flesh, in the pile of goop.
Ah fuck. Is there anything in the gadget? In Cliff's gadget? Any water?
No. So the device is
Yeah,
used
okay.
the device is used for superheating something that it's come in contact with.
Shit. Wait, if it's used for superheating stuff that it comes in contact with, can it also just blow hot air?
I think it would be able to uh like turn some of the immediate hot air around it. Sorry, turn some of the immediate air around it hot. I don't think that it would work as like a fan to like make a big burst. But it would definitely like warm the air by one stage.
God damn it, because I have an idea, but I don't want to do it because then it's gonna ditch the fucking thing. Uh, what is around me that I can grab?
There's probably read a bad situation.
All right. Oh, and by the way, I just realized this. I'm not asking for like anything retroactive, but immortal, you do not age or sicken, and whenever you suffer harm, you suffer one less.
Okay.
Just for the future, because I just
No,
realized that.
we will retroactively like subtract 2 harm from you then.
Oh, all right.
Because there was 2 separate sources. One was from the thing where your form was like warping, and the other one from where your weakness was invoked.
Fucking Christ.
Hey, that's experience.
Yeah, do you have enough to level up yet?
No, I've got 3.
Don't worry, by the end of the day, you will level up. Or die, whichever comes first.
Let me find. Hmm.
No matter what game it is, my rolls are shit.
Okay, so here's what's happening. They point their guns at the device, and then they point at the ground. And they seem to be yelling something at you in their garbled language.
I think what they're asking for is pretty clear.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. The exit vent is directly above me, so I'm just gonna like feign placing it to the ground, but I'm just gonna fucking jump.
We don't negotiate with fucking Sour Patch crooks.
Something tells me they don't have a sweet side anyway, so
All right.
I want
So
all these
you-
things.
You slowly lower the device down to the ground before immediately leaping up and trying to scoop yourself back through the vents.
yes.
All right, roll act under pressure.
Pressure, submit, or I'm gonna mark a luck.
All right.
Fuck that. Uh, by the way, luck special for me. Spend a luck, your monster side gains power, your curse may become stronger, or another breed disadvantage may manifest. I don't know what any of that means, but you do, probably.
Don't worry
Yeah,
about
so I
that.
actually had one prepared for this. So as you climb back into the vent, you start to notice that the vent sort of feels a lot more moist and squishy than before.
Gross.
Yes.
When you lift your hand to continue crawling through the vent, you notice that dripping from your hand appears to be some tomato sauce.
But is it tomato sauce? Ooh.
No, it's marinara. uh, well, that's probably not good.
I also remember I need to bring up something from Cliff's luck special as well, don't I?
My luck is that on my next mission, the agency makes it harder for me to deal with them. More red tape. That's what my luck special says anyway.
Okay, but it says for your next mission.
Yeah.
So it's not a so it won't come up right at the second.
Nope. Luckily, my special is not me turning into a monster.
Fuck you.
All right. So Arthur, while you're coming back through these vents, you hear the snarling and sniffing around. It seems like the monster is coming back towards its nest. What do you do?
Fuck.
There ain't no women here. You can't do that.
Is it coming through the same vent?
Not necessarily. But if you want to try to navigate through the vents uh, in order to avoid it, you'll have to act under pressure.
All right. Fuck. Well, fuck it. Five experience. Here I come.
It's
Oh,
sure as
what do you
hell.
know?
I think you jinxed yourself that time. I think that time was your fault.
I get it. Improvement.
You do level up though. All right. So the monster, while crawling through the vents, you hear it in one place. Oh wait, hold up. Sorry, never mind. I was gonna mention +1/4, but that doesn't help here. You go one way in order to avoid the monster, but it seems like it's taking a roundabout route in order to get back. While you, when you try to avoid it, you end up putting yourself sort of face to face with the monster. What do you do?
I'm going to turn on the heating device and just hold it in front of me as I'm making my way through the vents.
Okay. So you're holding the heating device in front of you. I'm assuming in an attempt to like scare it off.
Yes.
Okay, that will be act under pressure because
God damn it, Devin.
you can't manipulate someone. You can't manipulate monsters.
All right. 7.
All right.
Hey, that's not a failure.
Oh my god, he did improve.
Okay, so
So, before anything, for the improvement, I took a +1. Cool. How the do I just put that in myself or?
yeah, so you put that into your character sheet yourself.
Oh, whoops. All right. Well, then that's 8 actually, because
Nice.
my cool was -1. Now it's 0.
Cool.
Kinda.
Okay, so hmm. Oh, here's what I'm gonna do. So what's gonna happen is the monster is going to be immediately scared back upon seeing this uh upon seeing this sudden burst of heat just coming through the air vents. The next thing that it does is it backs up and then it scurries through another vent, uh bursts another vent open somewhere else. And you hear a human voice this time saying, "Oh shit, he's back!" And then you hear some gunfire. Uh some people just like running away. And then you hear a bone breaking.
Great.
It doesn't appear to
I'm-
be any of your comrades, though. They appear to be on the second floor, or the second basement floor.
I'm
Way to
just
keep
gonna.
collateral to a minimum.
Fuck. I'm just gonna keep going.
That is super not your problem.
Are you going?
Exactly.
Are you going back up, or are you going to investigate
Uh,
that?
I am not investigating that. Fuck that.
All right.
I'm just trying to get back to all the others.
In that case, you you return to the rest of the group.
If this fucking thing better have been worth it, because I fucking hate you right now.
You look terrible.
I feel
Really?
it.
He
I
always
got
looks
shot.
terrible.
Did you look in a mirror? Because it looks like you've seen a ghost. Give me my
That was
thing.
bad, and you should feel bad.
I really don't want to right now.
Oh, come on, we have to give a candy monster to kill.
Of all the sentences I could hear today.
I'm just gonna hand it over to him.
Who shot you?
The Sour Patch Kid.
What?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
it's
that.
strange that I believe that.
You mean
Yeah.
there's a Sour Patch Kid out there with a gun?
Not just one, multiple.
Can I have one?
The gun
Good
with the Sour
luck.
Patch Kid.
Yes.
Actually,
Like a-
you might fare better. I did it because it was loaded with sugar and salt.
Sugar and spice and everything nice, huh?
That's not at all what he just said.
Hey, salt hurts, okay? You ever been shot with salt?
Yes,
No.
and it hurts me way more.
I think being shot with for salt could hurt anyone.
Probably worse for ghosts, though.
Probably worse
Enzo-
for ghosts.
Enzo, I'm half ghost. It hurts me a lot more.
Salt and silver shavings and holy water all in one shell. Now that's a ghost killer. Oh, that's an idea for later. And just in case you fight ghosts.
I'll
Or,
write that down in my
Carver makes
notebook.
you mad.
Well, I'm gonna write it down.
I'm also writing it down.
All three of us just break out notebooks and
What
are
the
like, yeah, we can
fuck?
kill a ghost with this.
If I need to kill Carver, do it in a hilarious way. There, okay.
Use this
Drop
concoction
him
if I need to
into
hold up a
vat of
ghost.
salt.
I realized that previous track was better for the second floor. This one's just back to normal. The first floor.
As always, you are a well of information, Arthur.
I hate all of you.
I forget. I feel like I asked this last session, but that was a week ago. Are there hoses in the cleaning in the vat area? Because I saw people cleaning in there. So are there like hoses or like stuff that they use to clean out the vats of candy?
Yes. So they have hoses that connect up to their own personal water, not personal. Their facility's own water storage. They have a separate water storage tower sort of on the roof of their building.
Some. Arthur, Carver, which I'm sorry, that's the same guy. Arthur, Enzo, which one of you is stronger?
Him.
Really? My tough is 2.
Still you.
Probably me.
Alright, cool. I think with this and one of those hoses, we can basically just shoot streams of boiling hot water from the hoses. And I think the best person to do that is probably the person who's toughest. And it sounds like that's you, Arthur. So I know you just went through the vents, but actually having the hose and the thermal wand is probably way safer for you, so
You're really just gonna make me go back down there.
I'm not making you go back down anywhere. We're going back to the the room upstairs in the vat room. Then we're going to lead that thing in there, and hopefully you're going to spray it down when we gun it down.
All right. Let's hope it works. So I really want to fucking kill that thing now.
I'm getting sick of this fucking chocolate factory. I hand the thermal wand back to Arver. Arver, your name gives me so much trouble.
It's not that hard.
Yeah,
start the carver.
I'm stupid.
You said it, not me.
Do we have any more of that licorice? Will it come out for another batch of it?
Even if it doesn't, we're in a candy factory.
Old man has a point. Sure, we can find something.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you still have the piece of the tongue that was wrapped around your neck, Enzo, but that appears to be made of licorice.
Damn it.
Hmm.
I was hoping it was made of saltwater taffy. Fuck.
Can I go back to the stairs
You
and see if
wanna
there's still
use this?
slips or whatever?
I sure as hell ain't eating it.
Yeah. So the stairs seem to have some sort of like brown syrup on them.
Can I taste it?
It's very similar. Yeah, you can taste it. It tastes like syrup. It's the same stuff that you guys have seen dripping from the vents.
Aries just going around licking every floor. I wonder what this tastes like.
Part of his method.
It tastes like syrup.
It's also how he got rabies one time.
That was completely unrelated.
Sure.
I know now not to lick wild animals,
Can I roll to
even
solve
if
a
I
mystery?
think they have lycanthropy.
Can I roll to solve a mystery and also ignore Gary?
You never can.
Well, it depends. What are you investigating?
I guess like I'm trying to figure out where this thing went. So like the scratches on the walls, like just possibly where it could have gone. Maybe like the tongue that's still wrapped around Enzo's neck, stuff like that.
So your most valuable clue as to its current whereabouts is the recent location that Arthur has seen it move through the vents when it was going away from him. The floor plans seem to suggest that there's a certain area on the second floor. It's another hallway. Sorry, the second basement floor. It's another hallway that leads to one of the flavor testing rooms where they use different chemicals to try to synthesize new flavors. The area that he heard the scream from was sort of right around there.
That's like the opposite way from the break room. Is that right? Like from on the catwalk, how there's the break room end and there's the other end. That's like where the other end leads.
Yes. So if you recall, there's two staircases that go down to basement 1. There's another staircase at the edge of, like, between those two staircases and a little bit deeper in that goes down to basement 2. You guys are right now by the staircase that leads back up to the main floor. Or one of them, rather.
I think one of us is gonna have to lure that thing over here so we can spray it down.
Not it.
I'll go get the candy.
I'll go with Gary so he doesn't die.
So where are you getting candy from?
Before I go, do you still have that licorice tongue?
Yeah, and just wearing it like a scarf.
You know what? Go ahead, take it.
He hands you the tongue, and it's just like dripping with syrup.
I take a bite out of it.
Bro, scary.
It
I
tastes.
hate looking. I hate
tastes
looking
like
at your
licorice.
stupid ass.
It tastes like licorice and syrup and a bit of raw meat.
Oh.
I hate looking at your stupid ass, dumbass fucking icon while you're doing this shit, man. I hate how I hate his face. I can't stand you. He's looking right at me. I hate him.
That's exactly what I look like as I bite into the licorice tongue. I'm looking directly into your eyes.
I hope you get fucking dysentery.
There's a taste of raw meat in this. I don't know if it belongs to the monster.
I'm gonna go towards the monster. I'm gonna try and lure it back here. If I die, good. I don't deal with you anymore. And I go off.
All right, where are you trying to lure it out?
If Arthur is where the hoses are, which is in the that room.
That
Yeah,
would be on the second floor, like the second normal floor, not the basement.
not the basement. No, so I'd want to lure it there, or I'd want it to chase me there.
Okay. So you're gonna be running a fair ways up because it doesn't seem to be responding to any bait that's coming from the basement 1 floor anymore.
Can I use luck twice in one game, or is it once a game thing?
I think you can use it twice in 1 game.
That's good to know.
I don't think there's a limit on how many times you can use it per game. I'm pretty sure it's only just per character you get up to 7 luck.
I'm gonna need that. All right. So I guess what? What do I start doing? I guess I start making noise. I start yelling. I start trying to goad it. I don't know. Actually, wait. Before I do this, I should probably make sure that Arthur's like there and ready. I should make sure everybody's ready before I start doing this. What am I doing? I go back to everybody else before I start doing anything stupid. Hey, you guys are ready for
Actually-
this, right?
Well, as right as it can be.
All right, good. I'm just double checking.
Oh,
The
yeah,
last thing
I'm always ready to fight monsters made out of friggin' candy.
Good. Oh, Enzo, I love that enthusiasm. I'm just making sure before I lead it, it's like screaming in here and it tears us all apart. All right. Now I go back. Now I
Is
go to
there
the
any
hall.
way for me to find a weapon or anything?
Do you not have a weapon?
I wasn't really coming here expecting a fight in character.
Oh my god! I reach into my holster. I give him my 9mm.
Oh, you trust me with a gun?
I pull the 9mm back before you take it. Gary, doing this so you
Yes.
can protect yourself, okay?
And I appreciate it. You can have the rest of this licorice tongue if you want it.
I don't want that. Take the 9mm.
You'll probably give him like
Oh.
a knife or something.
I like my knife. My knife's nice and trusty and reliable. This gun's
Well, I'm
generally
not
in
giving
two
him my
specifications.
bat, okay?
He can find a
I
piece
have
of pipe
a
up the wall
gun.
somewhere.
I don't.
Reload my SMG, and then I head off. Go into the hallway where I think the thing is nearby, and I start stomping, banging on walls, and just making noise and see if that does anything.
Okay, so in that case, you're going down to the second basement floor. You're going down to the second basement floor, and while you're down here, you see another guard, another security guard. He's rather well dressed, although he seems to have He does not seem to be breathing, rather.
Oh, he's dead.
Yes. He's sitting up against a wall, sort of like leaning over to one side. Who's with you? Just like, is anyone coming with you just beside you, or?
Did anybody want to come with me? Or is everybody just readied up in the back?
I'm staying by the hose.
Yeah.
I'm staying by the hose.
Cool. Just
Hell
me.
yeah.
Is there anything on the guard that's useful?
You see, he has some extra ammunition.
Go ahead and swipe that. Is there a flashlight on him?
Yes, actually.
I'll grab that too. I have not had a flashlight this whole fucking time.
He's got some ammunition. He's got a flashlight. He's got, let's see, what else would he have?
A single plastic spoon.
Yeah, he has a lunch kit that he's already eaten the lunch from, but there's still like the dirty silverware.
That's worthless to me. Actually, is a knife? Is there a knife in there?
No, it's just the fork and the spoon. It seems he had soup.
Who uses a fork for soup? I take the fork, whatever. That's nothing else on that guy.
We actually have an emoji for this.
Yep.
Yeah, but what?
We have an emoji for this. Hold up, let me find it.
Because there is somebody that we know who does use a fork for a spoon or fork for fucking soup like a maniac.
Love you, Clover.
I don't. Fuck you, Clover.
I don't know Clover well enough to say anything.
You know that she eats soups with the fork.
Oh, that's enough, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one more thing that you didn't know before. All right. So you got a fork, a flashlight, and some ammunition. That's probably as much as you're getting from this guy. Unless you want to investigate some more stuff around him, but anyway, so you're making a bunch of noise.
Yeah.
You're making a bunch of noise and trying to lure the monster towards you.
Real quick, can I investigate a mystery, like, to try and get a better pin on where this thing is?
Sure.
That's sharp. Gonna roll. Admit. 11.
Nice. So you get to hold 2. So you can ask, where did it go? And you can
Yeah,
ask
where did
something
it
else.
go?
As for where it went, it seemed to... There seems to be... not blood, but like there appears to be scratches that lead from this area of the hallway to the room, to the flavor testing room, which appears to have a bunch of scratch marks on the door. The door itself appears to be blocked by something from the other side. But it seems like the monster didn't enter this room and it gave up before heading back to back towards its lair.
I knock on the door. Hello? Is anybody in there?
Is that a person?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a person. What's happening?
I need to grab my notes real quick, because this guy has a name. Just need to figure out where it is. Thank God someone else is here. Both of my guards died. One of them was skewered to death, the other one strangled.
Didn't need the details, but okay. Are you all right in there? Who are you?
I'm Marvin Anderson, the CEO of this company.
That name's familiar. Whatever. You wouldn't have happened to like seen a tiger-sized mound of candy, flesh, and hatred around here, would you?
It's the very beast that departed, my dear gods, from this world.
Fucking okay.
Fucking
You have any idea
thespians.
where it might be?
He says, that's sort of what I came here to find out. Although, now that I think about it, there's only one room we haven't checked where it could be.
And what room would that be?
He opens the door. He removes some of the barricades from behind it. And he says, you have to promise to keep this classified.
Oh, yeah, of course.
He says, we're doing some experiments on manufacturing different shapes and flavors of candy using, I just need to double check.
Please tell me you're not using the Omnomicon.
Omnomicon.
We've been using a new chemical in order
It's a
to
bunch
alter the form in a means of substituting other materials through transmutation.
So you're not just like making new types of red dye. You're doing like alchemy back here for candy. Wait, what chemical are you using?
Have you ever heard of Zorovex?
Oh my! You're using fucking Zorfix for candy?
Keep this
Where did you?
classified.
What the? I grab him by the fucking collar. Do you know what Zorfix does? Why are you using it for candy? Of all things, what's wrong with you?
We figured it would cut costs, but we didn't realize what
Cut
costs.
It is like otherworldly fucking morphing mutagen like
The miracle chemical costs less than their other idea.
You're telling me Zoroloff, the fucking miracle chemical, costs less than Red 40?
It does cut costs. It cuts labor costs.
He says, I'm just trying to remember what the like scientific name for this is. It's like what's the thing that like initiates a chemical reaction but isn't consumed?
Catalyst?
Catalyst?
catalyst. The thing about Zorovex is that we don't actually need a large quantity of it in order to achieve our intended result. It acts as a catalyst in order to substitute certain materials that we wouldn't otherwise. In order to substitute certain materials that the costs of importing have been increasing over the years. While it may be an ineffective strategy in the immediate future, we foresaw that it would likely improve. It would likely be a more efficient solution within the next 25 years or so.
Oh yeah, in the long run. Oh, I see. Is this part of the plan too? The fucking dead guards and the monster candy?
This was not the intended result.
Oh, well, thank God for that. How did you even get Zorovlex, or whatever it's called?
He says, one of my staff members brought it in.
Which staff member? Because I'm not saying this. I'm thinking this. I'm remembering that this shit went missing. It started in our lab, and now it's here. So like which? I guess it doesn't matter right now, does it?
Yeah, I don't have a person prepared for exactly who it was.
Mm.
Actually, hold up. He pokes his head out the door and he points at the guard that that was strangled to
Dead.
death just outside of this room. And he says, it was poor Kellen over there.
Do I recognize that guy?
I don't. Maybe. I don't think that you've seen him in the lab before. You might have seen him. You might have seen him on the street, like, recently.
On the street, like recently. Whatever. Where's the flavor testing room?
That would be this one, though it's not. Though this isn't the room that it appears to have nested in.
All right, shit. Which room was that then?
He takes you to another room, which has this iron, not iron, which has this like airlock type door that appears to have been a hole has been bashed through it.
I stay behind this guy just to make sure. I'm not getting in front of him. I don't trust him.
He peeks through, and then he immediately like ducks back behind the corner, and he says, "It appears he has some of his own armed guards as well."
Is it the fucking Sour Patch Kids?
He looks again and he's like, "Yep, it seems to be the ones."
What the hell am I gonna do now?
I don't know. You're
All
the
right.
one with the hazmat suit.
All right, first of all, you hush it. Second of all, you've been working with this shit long enough. There's got to be like, you must have foreseen this happening at some point. Is there like a fail-safe? anything?
We didn't know it could create new life until fairly recently. And by then it was already out of hand.
You are just worthless, aren't you? I don't know if the plan to lead this thing back is going to work. Well, actually, I don't know how much the salt guns are going to hurt me. I'm not a ghost, but I do worry those Sour Patch Kids will make it harder.
I heard being hit by rock salt does hurt a lot.
Well, yeah, but these are like small guns. They're like tiny little Sour Patch Kid guns.
Well, it's salt. Even a tiny amount is still gonna fucking burn.
Yeah, burn, but not like punch a hole through my flesh like a bullet will. You know what?
No, it'll go through the flesh, but it's not gonna go all the way through your limb.
I mean, they use it in riot guns, dude.
Those are people-sized guns. These are Sour
Yeah.
Patch little kids, like little Sour Patch Kids. You have tiny
Hey,
guns.
we don't know how Sour Patch guns work.
How'd they get guns? Do you make gun candy?
That they appear to have manufactured on their own.
What the fuck?
I'm so fucking upset. I'm already here. So maybe it would just be best if I go through with the rest of my plan. Arthur's waiting back at the mixing room with the main thing that can kill these guys. So you get out of the way. You go somewhere. I gotta do something.
Alone with that monster prowling around?
I'm not your babysitter. You better do it fast, because I'm starting to get impatient.
He sort of reads how tense the situation is, and he's gonna start running.
You couldn't read it before? There are two dead guards in front of his door.
Alright.
Or sorry,
Those are dead guards, not dead him.
that's true. It's like, well, I think that he gets the impression that Cliff has a plan to deal with this, and so that like all he has to do is get out of here, wait for the situation to be explained to him, and then that'll be the end of it.
I stand at the entrance to the flavor testing room. The room that the thing is nesting in is like close by, correct?
Yeah, so the room that is nested in, we're gonna call that the classified room. It's different from the flavor testing room, and when you peek around through the busted airlock door, it seems like there is this like large pile of like some sort of gum or goop or taffy or something like that. It appears to have little bits and bobs embedded in it, and there appears to be two like large Sour Patch Kids with guns that are standing not like in full cover, but they're standing sort of upright, sort of behind certain barricades that they've constructed.
Do you think this thing would run out if I screamed from here? Or do I have to get in its face for it to chase me?
Maybe
All
that would
depends
be
on
really
if they have ears.
I feel like that would be a read a bad situation.
Alright. Read a bad situation is sharp. You gotta be kidding me. Really?
Oh no, you failed once.
I did something wrong once.
I'd like to make this easier on me. These guys have...
So make sure to mark experience.
Yeah, I'm fighting for my life down here.
As for this one, while you're trying to investigate, or sorry, while you're trying to understand what's going on here, uh, one of the Sour Patch Kids notices you, and they both duck behind their barricades. What do you do?
I don't go in. I stay out of the room.
All right.
So it's not. Wait, it's not in there.
Well, this is to figure out whether or not it would respond to just making a bunch of noise out here.
Well, if I can't, well, the best way to learn is by doing, right?
Yeah. Okay.
I,
So
I
that's how you're trying to look around and read the bad situation, by making a bunch of noise. So that definitely alerts the two Sour Patch Kids, which duck behind the barrier. And then you do see the creature sniffing around again. And it enters your vision for a little bit. Before you hear the Sour Patch Kids shouting something else. What do you do?
if it's in my vision, I guess I back up towards the entrance of the flavor testing room, and I make more noise. I try to goad it towards me.
All right. I think on uh I think with just the noise, you hear it go back deeper into the classified room.
Are you fucking kidding me? Shit, this is not working at all. I wish we had some walkie-talkies or something. Fuck it. I peek my head through into the classified room. Through the airlock.
You peek your what?
My head, I peek through the airlock that leads into the classified room.
All right. You see the Sour Patch Kids aim their guns at you. What do you do?
One of the people with better toughness should have gone. I shoot back. I return fire.
All right. Kick some ass,
Kick some ass.
and then we're gonna
Let's
cut
see.
back to the others.
Luck, luck, luck. I'm using luck.
All right. And then your thing deals 3 harm, yeah?
Yep.
All right. So you take one of them out. As for the other one, choose an extra effect from the 10 plus list. You gain the advantage, take +1 forward, or give +1 forward to another hunter. You inflict terrible harm, you suffer less harm, or you force them where you want them.
Can I force the monster where I want it, or does that not count?
No, because you're firing at the Sour Patch Kids.
Ah, fuck. I guess I do terrible harm to the extra one. If that's how that works.
Yep. So you spray down one of them, and then you dink the other one over its shoulder, as it fires back at you. So you take 2 harm.
Take 1 harm.
That's true.
Ow. Ow.
You feel it hurts a lot more than the amount of harm dealt, just because of the fact that like there's now a chunk of salt in your shoulder. The rest of you guys, you're all like waiting up by the hose, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Whereabouts sort of is everyone positioned? Because the hose can extend out into the big room with all the vats. There's like a little catwalk that you can extend the hose through so that you can spray it down from above.
So since I'm gonna be using it, I'm kind of just like trying to plot out like how I can move around and still have a lot of hose and just backing up while spraying down the canyon monster if need be.
Okay, so you're extending the hose out sort of as far as you can, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
How about everyone else?
Enzo is gonna.
So this catwalk up here is hanging from the ceiling in the vat room.
What the fuck?
I hear Josh using a scratch and sniff.
I switched my phone. Go on.
So whereabouts are you guys in the vat room? There's this catwalk that Arthur's on that the hose extends out to. He's on that. Whereabouts is Enzo and whereabouts is Gary during this?
Enzo's gonna stay by the door with his Upara, get ready to strike when necessary.
Okay, so you're by the door. So that's which door? The door to the the main entrance door, the back entrance door. Which one?
Repeat?
Is that the main entrance door or the back entrance door?
Whichever entrance Arthur's coming from.
So Arthur is up in the catwalk, sort of above
I mean,
the vat room.
I mean Clifford. What? Wait, not
Okay.
Cliff,
So Cliff's going through the back entrance door.
wait, whoever is luring the monster. I am bad with names.
All good. How about Gary? Whereabouts is he?
Is there like how do we turn on the hose? Is that something on the front of the hose, or is that something like towards the back?
That's something like towards the nozzle.
Okay, so it's something more so that Arthur would do.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll probably stick with Arthur. Give him some backup if he needs it.
All right. Cliff, we're cutting back to you. You've just exchanged blows with these two. And the monster seems to be heading sort of closer towards you towards just you. It as it approaches, it seems to be a lot more cautious than before. It's been lured into one trap. It doesn't seem like it's eager to be lured into a second, though it could be convinced. What do you do?
It's cautious. It's obviously like somewhat smart. It's got a little intelligence to it. I hate that. I turn the safety on my SMG and I click it like I'm out of ammo. Does
I
that do
like that.
anything?
I like that. Yeah, so it seems to be it seems to be approaching it's still approaching slowly, but by the time its head reaches around the corner, you can be positioned where you'd like to be.
I'm gonna make way for the. I'm gonna make my way towards the exit, like just back the way I came, back towards everybody else. If it's like coming towards me, it's like it's heading for me, right?
Yeah, it's heading for you slowly, and then it sees you sort of by the exit, and then it takes off, just charging directly at you.
I do the same. I sprint. I sprint off,
All
all
right,
screaming and yelling like I'm scared as hell.
act under pressure.
Acting under pressure is cool, right?
Yes.
Fucking finally. I feel like I should have been acting under pressure more. I swear to God, if this is a bad. Next.
All right. You don't make it to the vat room before the monster catches up with you. Where do you come into conflict with it? Sorry, where does it tackle you to the ground?
I think if so, there's the classified taste testing, the hallway to the taste testing, the hallways before that, and then there's the catwalk. So I think would the catwalk be good, or would like the hallways
Yep.
before the catwalk be good? Okay, catwalk, yeah,
The catwalk works back in the place that you've had your other previous skirmishes with it.
that's where it gets me, I guess.
Yeah. So you're able to lure it up part of the way, but not the entire way. Before it tackles you. It seems to be licking its lips and drooling some more syrup directly onto you. What do
I
you do?
scream. Well, first I scream, but so it's pounced on top of me. Is there enough space underneath it that I can like roll behind it?
Uh,
Or is it
you
like
probably
grabbing me and like pinning me?
it's not necessarily pinning you. There's also not enough space to roll, but you could probably slide out behind it.
I'll do that. Is that also act under pressure?
Yes.
Come on, come on.
Enzo, you hear Cliff scream. And you hear some sliding along the graded catwalk.
A really loud slider, I'm sorry.
Yeah, like it probably catches little bits and pieces of your clothing. Uh Enzo, what do you do?
Uh, Enzo's gonna kick open the door and be like, "Hey, sweet stuff!"
All right, so
and
the door
fire a warning shot above it.
so here's sort of the general layout, right? So the door that you're in front of, when you kick it down, that's where the staircase with the syrup is.
Oh,
And then from there, if you take a right, that's the room that they're having this scuffle.
okay. He's gonna run over there and then be like, "Yo, sweet stuff!" and then fire a warning shot above it.
I act under pressure first off, because you are going down the syrup staircase.
He gets down, but he sort of slips down.
Yeah. You'll take -1 forward on your kick some ass as you almost drop your gun.
Mm,
Or sorry, as you do drop your gun and you need to pick it up before you can fire it.
okay.
All right. While you're here, you see Cliff is on the other side of this monster after he just slid under it. The monster now seems to have his attention divided between the two of you as you open fire.
Shit, I gotta get on the other side of it so I can lead it that way.
And then was that adding the -1 forward or?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm imagining I fire the gun, but the syrup left over and on my feet sort of makes me like fall on my ass.
Well, it's probably more than just the syrup, because remember that kick some ass is an exchange of blows.
True.
So as you open fire on this creature, it's going to charge straight at you, and it's going to try to claw you again. So how much harm does your gun do again?
3 harm, close, messy.
All right. So it's going to claw you for 2 harm. And when you fire your bullet, it seems like its armor is able to reduce the damage to basically nothing.
Well, I was only trying to grab its attention anyway, so.
Yeah. It is no longer focused on Cliff. It is now charging straight at you. What do you straight at you, and claws. Sorry. It charged straight at you. It clawed you for 2 harm, and then now it's got its attention fixed on you.
Oh, he's fucking running.
All right. Act under pressure.
Can I use luck?
Go for it. All right. You managed to get this creature the rest of the way out into the stairway. Sorry, out into the vat room. I'm just double checking a thing on. Okay.
So, Enzo's gonna have to expect a visit from a familiar face.
Yes. So, you lure the creature out into the vat room, where Arthur is there waiting with the hose.
Fucking now!
Arthur,
As soon as I see it, I'm hosing it down.
you hose it, and I'm assuming that you're using the instant heating device to.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a good thing that you're the one doing this. Not only because of your tough, but also because of your harm reduction. You notice that the hose heats up, and it would deal harm to you if you didn't have that protection.
Ooh. Hell yeah.
All right, roll to kick some ass.
Kick ass. 11.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. You deal 3 harm to it.
Oh, on a 10 plus, okay, an extra effect. Terrible harm.
Nice. So that's okay. And let me change the music over.
Can I be running up after them so I'm also like in the break room as he's being hosed down?
Yeah. You're running up from the other side.
Cool.
Hello from the other side.
All
And
right.
since it's being burned, it's also like revealing weak points, right?
Yes, sir. You notice that some of the spines start to melt away, exposing flesh and bone. All right, who's next? It's probably not Cliff because of the amount of time that it's going to take him to run around the other way. But
Yep.
And Enzo needs to find some cover because he's not looking too good.
Gary,
Yep, I'm back. I'm here. If I can just take pot shots at it with the Glock, that'd be nice.
it's a 9mm.
A clock is 9mm.
fire away, fire away.
That was kick some ass.
Yes.
Please kick some ass.
Oh,
Will not.
All right. You you start firing at it with a pistol. But it seems to be like zigzagging to dodge your bullets. Before it like winds around one of the vats and then leaps up straight for you.
Oh, hello.
It is going to try and take a bite out of your shoulder, dealing 3 harm.
Ow.
3 harm now.
All right. Cliff, you managed to get back here through the other staircase. Just in time to see Gary getting bit on the shoulder. It seems like it's trying to thrash him around a little bit. What do you do?
Probably a
on the-
good time to shoot it.
Yeah, you're on the ground floor and it's on a little catwalk up there.
Right. Submachine gun. Load it, or it's already loaded. Cock it, open fire. And I think I'm just gonna use luck again. I don't want to hit Gary.
All right. Well, you can wait till after you roll before you decide to use luck.
yeah.
You don't have to use it right away.
Ah, you're right. Fuck it. Maybe I'll get lucky. Luck.
Okay. So,
I should
how much it deals 3 harm, right? Plus whatever
3 harm
3 harm plus
plus what?
are you doing the
Grievous harm. Yep, so
purple
4.
harm?
Yep.
All right. You fire a bunch of bullets into it. You hit its weak point. It turns to its side again, aims a spine at you, and just fires it straight back out at you, dealing 2 harm.
1 harm.
1 harm.
I'm dying now.
Oh,
You're unstable.
I am 4 or more. So yeah, unstable.
All right. All right. Yeah, so it is no longer biting Gary. It is now slowly walking across the catwalk, approaching Cliff. Enzo, you're also on the ground floor, aiming up at it. What do you do?
Well then, Enzo's gonna take out his assault rifle since that's a long distance weapon. And it's like, Maron, would you just die already?
Kick some ass.
Mixed success.
All right, how much harm does it deal?
3 harm, and if it's unsuspecting, +2.
Oh no, it's in the fight. It's definitely
Oh,
suspecting it.
so just the 3.
Yes. All right. So it's going to leap down. Again, it's zigzagging a bunch, though it is soaking up a few bullets. As you're burying a bunch of them into its side. It is going to claw and tackle you for 2 harm.
Is there any way to reduce that damage? Because I only have like 2 boxes left, so.
You can spend a luck in order to turn the 7 into a 10. And then do the reduced harm that way. Or you can bring armor next time.
Yeah,
If
I'm
you
gonna
mark
use
luck, you
luck.
can just like
I'm
mark
gonna
luck.
use luck.
Yeah.
All right. So you take reduced harm from this.
If you spend a point of luck, you can also just decrease a wound you have like to 0 harm, right? Or is that different?
Let me find it. Luck. When you spend a point of luck, pick 1. Decrease a wound you have suffered to 0 harm, or after you roll, retroactively change the result to a 12. Oh yeah, that's another thing you can do with it. Yeah, you can just spend the luck to reduce it to 0.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
All right.
So reduce my entire harm bar to 0, or reduce his damage to 0.
Reduce the damage he deals with this attack. So he deals no damage to you with this attack.
Okay.
So he tries to claw you, but you block it with your gun or something.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you have this creature on top of you, you train the rifle back like right under its neck, and then you open fire, killing the monster.
Holy shit.
I'm starting to fucking hate candy.
I'm sick of candy.
Congrats.
I get the feeling Gary still wants to eat it.
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
Definitely. Especially after we tried to eat him. It's like revenge. Go
That
on,
was
Gary.
that was the only monster in here, right?
They're a bunch of Sour Patch Kids, but I don't care about those.
You do know we shouldn't leave a job half finished.
Well, unless you've got hose extensions.
I'm not having this bait again. Look, they're up there. They're a lot less dangerous than that thing. We can call in the 3rd bureau. Have him bring him some more people who are better armed and have like actual equipment to take him out. Also, I did just shoot one, so it died
You
pretty
know what?
fast.
Fuck it, works for me.
I mean,
I
unless
just
you
love it.
unless you want to do a little overtime, huh?
Look, I'm counting this job done. The rest can just be cleanup for the other guys.
Yep. So we got cleanup for.
Anyone have a first aid kit or some shit?
No.
Dead
No.
silence.
There
I
should
don't
be a
think we have
first aid.
anything.
There should be a first aid kit somewhere around here. Go look.
Not it.
That can wait.
You
Can
still
it
have,
though?
you have
Yes,
2
this
arms
candy
and 2
is going
legs.
uneaten.
Gary, I put my hand on Gary's shoulder. Gary, how long have I known you?
Long
Well,
enough.
Long enough, yeah. I hate you, Gary. I
I
hate you a
love you
lot.
too, Cliff.
Go find me a
You're my
fucking.
best friend.
Go find us medical kits, please.
Can I at
Please.
least take parts of the monster with me?
Later.
But what if it disappears?
I'm going to my truck. I don't have any medical kits in there. I could have put some in there, but instead I took an extra gun I never used. I'm sitting in my truck. Does anybody want to ride to like a hospital or something?
You know what? So long as they don't ask too many questions, fuck it, sure.
I know a guy.
I'm just gonna walk away with Cliff's gadget.
I found the third bureau has like 100 of those things. I don't care. It's a souvenir. Keep it. Merry Christmas. Happy birthday. Mazel tov.
I'm just walking
Can I
through
keep
the
this gun
streets
as a
with this
souvenir?
thing on my
No,
back.
I snatched that from Gary.
You never let me have anything fun.
You get to eat candy monsters. Okay, that's the fun part. Also,
I guess you're right.
you're not dying as bad as me. I think. How hurt are you?
I just have a couple scratches here and there. I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm taken to the dying. I'm unstable. Me and Enzo, I think, are both ticked into unstable, so I'm gonna drive us to a
Yeah.
hospital.
If the monster were still active, then I would have you roll act under pressure to drive yourself to the hospital, but that would just prolong it unnecessarily.
Mhm.
You guys make it to the hospital and have your wounds treated. They ask you some questions, which I'm sure you have some prepared responses for in such an event.
Mhm.
The So now we're gonna sort of get into the epilogue of the prologue. Um,
Mm.
so essentially, Cliff will not be joining us for the rest of the adventure once, sorry, the rest of the hunts once we get this thing kicked off after the sacrifice campaign. So we're gonna do sort of a send off for him. Not necessarily him having to like die or anything. Like it's a thing that
Business elsewhere.
he's having business elsewhere. So I'm wondering from sort of everyone, how do you guys sort of what's the word, like commemorate the time that you spent with him here before he takes on another assignment in another city.
Go to Carlos Jr.
Pardon?
Let's go to Carl's Jr.
After the job, or sometime after the job, we all go to Carlos Jr. And that's how. And
I was thinking basically a bar, but they've got a bar, right?
Carlos Jr.
What Carl's Jr. have you been to?
Take me to that one.
There's
If you-
one in New Orleans with a bar.
That
We're
explains
not-
a lot, actually.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
that
Look,
tracks.
let's just get some alcohol in us. I think we need it after this.
Is Carl's Jr. some American restaurant that I'm too Canadian to understand?
Oh my god! What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? You don't have Carlos Jr. What do you do when you want
That's
food?
fucking funny.
Well, in some regions, it's called Hardee's.
Ah, that's right. It's called Hardee's some other places, but it also. Do you have Hardee's in Canada?
I don't know. I haven't heard either of these names before.
That's amazing. I did not know that was. I did not know Canada didn't have
It's
Carl's
basically
Jr.,
fast
dude.
food.
Hold on.
It's a fast food.
I mean, this
It was-
city definitely has it because this takes place in Colorado. But like,
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Get in
awesome.
my truck. Turn on the GPS. Carl's Jr., please. What the fuck is Carl's Jr.? Oh, it's a Canadian GPS.
Oh, sorry, we're going to Tim Hortons. Move that dog.
Oh, this is a Tim Hortons.
Oh no, they do have it in Canada. I just haven't seen it because I'm uncultured.
Clearly.
You gotta go. You gotta go there one time. I've
Of course,
heard
I'm
the
more of a
burger.
Wendy's person myself.
Wendy's is also very good. I do love Wendy's.
I've had some bad experiences with Wendy's.
Of course, if
Really?
I had to pick a place, Katsu Burger.
Never
burger?
heard of it.
That's more of a niche thing.
Oh, the niche things usually are pretty tasty, though.
Oh
we had
yeah.
a place here called Burger I'm. That was really good. Got
I
shut
think
down.
we're getting
though.
off track.
What? Oh yeah,
Well, no, we're talking about burgers with Cliff here.
we're talking about. This is how we commemorate
This is how we commemorate. We talk
our
about
time. We're
burgers.
talking about burgers on the way to a burger joint.
This is the
I'm
in-game
going to miss
conversation that's
you.
happening.
This
Really?
is what's
Oh.
really happening.
Well, the fact that I wasn't an accent has to mean I didn't know that.
No, I know. Just kidding.
We can just assume it was an accent.
Just retroactively, it was an accident.
Right.
Enzo loves Katsu Burger.
I'm going to miss you, Cliff. It's a good thing I have your phone number.
Oh yeah.
I'll call you on the weekends and make sure you're still alive, my best friend.
Oh, great. I'm gonna miss you too, Gary. Except not really, because I feel like the Bureau's gonna fly you out whenever they need you to do shit for me.
Hey, if you ever need any friends in low places, you know who to call. Of course, you'll owe me after that.
Thanks, Enzo. I'll be glad to do business with you anytime. And
I was
Arthur,
I'm assuming someone less interested is going to be following me.
they might be more interesting. You don't know.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Don't doubt it. Have fun with that thermal wand, by the way. The charge on those things lasts for like 1 day, so get your use out of it.
Ah, damn.
Oh, also after the charge decays, 1 week later, they like sort of go through a meltdown. Look, you need to get rid of it after like a week. Anyway,
Alright.
I hold up my Carl's Jr. Dr. Pepper. Cheers, everybody.
Yes.
All right, and that is the prologue.
Yippee!
No. I go to grab my bottle, but my hand just goes right through it.
Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna hit the bar. I need a drink.
I guess monster hunting will drive anyone to alcoholism.
Nah, I was drinking before that.
Being in the mafia will drive anybody to drink.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So yeah, that's Monster of the Week.
Woo!
That's pretty good. That's a pretty fun system. First time trying it, not too bad. I liked it.
Yeah. It's a lot easier to keep track of everything.
Right? Or with D&D and even D&D and Pathfinder. Pathfinder's worse for this, where they have like a bunch of little like +1s and whatnot to track, depending on different situations and whatever. D&D
Yeah.
has certain positional things, a lot of weird janky rules of like, hey, you get advantage here but not here, and when you're within this range, when you have a ranged weapon or
I stopped playing. I stopped running 5e because I didn't really like it that much. I started playing SOTDL or Shadow of the Demon Lord. I shouldn't say the abbreviated thing. Josh likes Shadow of the Demon Lord.
I haven't tried that one yet.
It's a
Shadow
fun
of the Demon
system.
Lord was a good go-to for a while.
I enjoy Shadow. I was thinking about running another Shadow of the Demon Lord thing sooner, maybe, but I don't know because I haven't done it in so long.
We have been doing a lot of Blood Drink.
We have been doing lots of Blood Drink. You also like Blood Drink.
I love Blood Drink.
Yeah. You showed me the system doc, and it looked pretty solid.
I've been changing things since then because I can't help myself but keep messing with stuff I make.
Oh yeah, same here. There's always like little things that come up in play that I'm like, I'm gonna run it differently the next time that happens.
That felt weird. I should change that next time. And also, that is a big section of the rules, so I have to rewrite that thing.
Wesley taking 15 minutes because he has bullet time.
Well, that's just
That was early. That was very early on.
That was early on. Some of the powers needed to be really. Some powers were just like worthless, and some were too good.
Yeah, but that's how balancing and playtesting works. It's like you don't always know how good something is until you try it in practice and you extensively limit test it.
Things are meant to be overpowered in Blood Drink. It's a powered thing, but also it shouldn't be annoying for other players. Is the thing, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
Bullet time. I think the first time one of the powers for one of the classes is called bullet time, and like the first draft of it, it was just like I think it was using it gave you another turn or another action.
All right, we can continue this conversation after I stop the stream. So we're gonna go to the
Oh, stream was still going.
Yeah,
it
so
was-
oops. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We will be. I don't know if it's gonna be next Sunday or when that's gonna be, but we will be back on track with our sacrifice campaign with D&D. Clover will be running that one. So hopefully the audio quality is gonna sound a lot more professional.
Fingers crossed.
Yep. So
it all
anyway,
depends on how Clover's feeling still.
yep. We're gonna play it by ear. That's all, folks. Bye.
Eh.